To the Batmobile. Let's go.
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger. Ready to move out.
For some reason, all I can see is that scene from Only Fools and Horses.
Yeah, right, okay.
Of the guys running about dressed up as Batman and Robin.
I thought it was the greatest show on telly when I was a kid.
Well, Batman, it was pretty good,
It was utterly brilliant. I mean, the way that they managed to present a completely different society, you know, Gotham City, in which they put this bat light up in the air, you know, put up the bat beam, you know, Batman would see it.
Yeah.
And what used to astonish me was, even as a kid of 6...
Was it the bat signal?
The bat signal, that's it. Even as a kid of 6, I could work out that actually Batman and the billionaire businessman, Bruce, whatever his name was. Bruce Wayne, that's right, who lived in this huge house, looked very similar to each other. And I think
you mean the mask didn't put you off knowing who he was? Exactly.
I think I would have figured out who Batman was. But it's a shame, isn't it, that we're now reporting on the death of Batman, the original Batman, Adam West. He was 88, so he had a great run. And a fantastic story. I just loved it. I've seen a load of, famous Batman quotes this morning, but none of them are as impressive as the one which I thought was the best. And they managed to say these things so earnestly and so straight-facedly that you had to believe them yourself.
But it was a very clever show in many ways.
It was very, very clever.
It was written in a way that it would appeal not only to the kids who were watching it, but to their parents as well.
Absolutely right. And the quote I'm talking about is that they get cornered by a gang of the Joker's henchmen, who've all got submachine guns.
Who were always hopeless as well.
Yeah, they were, And there's about 10 of them. Yeah. And so they start firing at them for about 30 seconds, you know, and all that.
Something like that.
And then it stops, and then Robin says, they've stopped shooting Batman, and Batman says, yeah, it's okay, Robin, they've run out of bullets.
Right.
And Robin says, how do you know, Batman? He says, I counted them. And everybody took that, at face value, which is absolutely brilliant.
Yes.
But
he had quite a colourful private life, it would seem.
Well,
Adam West.
Well, the thing is, there's two sides to this, before Batman and after Batman, okay? Yeah. While he was Batman, he said, the costumes seem to be designed to allure women. He says, if you look at our show, this is a family show, by the way, so please take this in good spirit. If you look at our show, you'll see that we always stood with our legs open and our fists on our hips and our back bulges forward, which had a profound effect on women, right? But that seemed to be okay while it was going on. When he left Batman, he found himself so stereotyped in the role, nobody would give him another job to do anything else.
Well, I don't remember seeing him in much else.
No, he then took to the bladderation trail, because he found it a little difficult to get on with life whilst he was Batman, but there were no Batman shows on.
Yeah. And Batman, of course, now has become this massive sort of, cinema franchise, if you like, and all sorts of people have played Batman, and some of the roles have been slightly more sort of humorous, some of the roles have been slightly darker.
I thought some of them were deadly dull, and, over...
I like George Clooney was a good Batman,
I thought Clooney was a good Batman. I didn't like Val Kilmer much.
Not particularly. He was Batman for a while, Heath Ledger, of course, was the famous Joker in that very dark Batman film.
What they did with it, and I think a bit of this happened to the Bond films as well, is they tried to over-scientificate it, if you see what I mean. You know what I mean?
What, make it a bit too clever for its own good?
A bit too clever for its own good, a bit too many gadgets,
Well, the thing that I used to love when I was watching the original Batman was when the fight started.
Yes, that's right.
Because then I always remember the one that was on top of the submarine.
Yeah.
And as everybody got punched, and pow would be, the letters would come spraying out the TV.
That's right.
Which I thought was an incredible kind of, technological breakthrough.
It was silent commentary.
It was.
It was brilliant silent commentary.
Yeah, it was, and you could tell, and the fights were so bad that you could tell that they weren't actually hitting each other.
Yes.
But meanwhile, they were all falling about. It was very clever.
That's right. I mean, talking about the womanising,
and what about Burt Ward, who was Robin?
I was about to say, now, he died a few years ago, right? And I was on a newspaper when he died, so we did a spread in the middle. We got everybody to talk about him. And in fact, we had enough evidence, because he was smaller, to be able to put a headline on the top which said, Throbbing Robin.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was an inveterate womaniser.
Oh, was he?
An inveterate womaniser, yeah. He was
very classy headline.
That's right, yeah. He was chasing women all around the set and all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? And,
it's a bit harsh, this one here, look, from Russ. He says, Porky, as a kid of 6, I didn't realise Batman was being screened in the 1940s.
Yeah, it's very harsh, isn't it? Yeah. It's a bit unkind. But the effect it had was it created a culture, didn't it? I mean, did you, for instance, have a Batman T-shirt?
I don't know that I had a Batman T-shirt, but I definitely had a Batman outfit.
A Batman outfit?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'd love to see you in a Batman outfit.
I had a Batman outfit.
Oh, that would crack me up.
Well, I was about 7, though.
Yeah, well,
7 or 8 or something.
I never had any Batman stuff.
No Batman memorabilia?
No, when I was a kid. I think I was more into James Bond, you know. I was a member of the James...
Well, so you had a dinner jacket?
No. I had a model of James Bond's car with the ejector seat and all that kind of stuff.
One of those, yeah.
And I was a member of the James Bond Spy Club and all that kind of stuff, you know. Something like that.
Well, you wouldn't have lasted long in that, would you? You can't keep a secret.
Oh, listen, you don't know some of my secrets. And
I think I know all of them, actually.
But when I became a sort of groovy teenager, around about 16 or 17,
groovy.
Yeah, I don't know why, but people started wearing, like, Batman T-shirts.
Are you sure Burt Ward's dead, by the way?
Well, I think he is, isn't
People are telling us that he's not.
Oh, he's really?
So you've killed somebody else off, who is in fact still with us.
Well, he must have written a book then, or retired or something, because nobody ever came back.
Because it's easy to confuse somebody who's written a book with somebody who's dead.
Well, you know, well, maybe he's not, but I mean, you know, there don't seem to be too many tributes here from Burt Ward to Adam West, do
Well, maybe they fell out, like Simon and Garfunkel.
Well, maybe they did, yeah.
Very possible.
Well, listen, Burt, if you're out there and you're listening and you're not dead, then, you know... Fire up the Batmobile.
Fire up the Batmobile and give us a shout. Yeah, Burt Ward is definitely still alive, says Matt.
Okay, good for Burt. I like Burt. He was good. He was good. He was a good Robin.
He certainly was a good Robin.
Yeah.
Now, we are the two mics on talkSPORT.